But what do you do? What you do is stick with the simplicity of how this thief was saved. Was he saved? Was he saved? Does God have 3 or 4 different ways of salvation? That's a simple question, don't you think? Does he save one man one way and another another? Question number 3. Did the thief on the cross come down and be baptized? There's no baptism. Baptism had its purpose, had, past tense, and it passed away. That's a different study altogether. It had its purpose, but it's gone. So the thief was not baptized, right? Someone says, well, God made an exception. Hold on before you start talking about exceptions. If he made an exception here, he can make an exception in 1,000 different places and 1,000 different ways. Question number 4. Did the thief on the cross acknowledge he was a sinner? Yes, he did. He said, we received justly. Did he not say? He said, oh yeah. He said, we indeed justly, for we receive the due reward of our deeds. Sure he did. He confessed he was a sinner. Yes, he did. But I doubt if he'd ever read a Bible. I doubt if he knew the difference between the book of Genesis and the book of Jeremiah. I don't know that for certain. But what I do know is that he understood his present personal condition, because that's what I'm leading you to. Another question. Did the thief on the cross focus his attention on one and only one? Yes. And that's a big yes. He didn't listen to the howling mob. He didn't listen to the Jewish leaders screaming at him. He didn't listen to anyone. He focused his attention on Christ and looked directly at him. Keep that in your mind. On Christ alone. Did the thief on the cross have anything to offer? Could he bring anything? Could he do anything? He was totally helpless. Absolutely, completely, totally helpless. That's important, because there's an awful lot of people believe that you have to add something to your salvation. Penance, for example, or deeds that are done in order to be saved. With the thief on one cross and Christ on another, what could the thief possibly do? Nothing. Nothing. Thief on one cross, Christ on the other, he couldn't do anything. One thing happened between the two. Christ promised the thief that he would be with him in paradise. That's all he said. Right? He didn't preach him a message. The preaching was done by the life of the one hanging on the tree. The preaching was done by the observation of the thief on the cross when he watched those that had gathered around. He listened to all the blasphemy and all the charges and all of, the Bible said they spat on him. They mocked him. They made fun of him. He had every reason not to believe if he had been judging by physical judgment. So, he had, Christ promised the thief that he would be with him in paradise. And then, this is important, and meditate on what I'm about to say. When Christ said that to him, he said, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. What did the thief say? See? Luke 23. And he said, Jesus, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom. And Jesus said, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. Then what did the thief say? That's what's important about this. It's very important. Think about it for a moment now. What did the thief say after that? Nothing. What does that mean? That means he received what he said. That's what it means. That satisfied him.